Hello, I'm Tara Smith. Thank you for joining us on the Leon Rollerson Show. Today with me as a guest, I have Miss Stormy Bradley.
Hello, how you doing?
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
Yes, well, we have an author today on set.
Yes.
Yes, published work author. I am an aspiring author, but we have one that has published work today. And so we're going to talk about your book, but for a quick second, I want the people to get to know you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Stormy Bradley. I was born and raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've written most of my life as far back as the 5th grade, as I remember, and I had never done anything with it at all. But as I got older and my kids got grown, they encouraged me that this was something that I should probably look into. So I went on and took the time out to sit down and write it. My son that's in LA told me that if I would do it, he would back me. So I sat down at that computer and I typed for, I know, 2 months straight. I mean, I would wake up in the middle of the night. If I had anything on my mind, I would go and express it. If I was out in the store and I had a piece of paper with me, I would write something down. The book is actually fiction. It's actually a fiction book, but I was also told that no book is ever completely fiction. Because if you are a good writer, you're going to pull it from different parts of your life or someone else's life that you know about. So I got it done. My son backed me, and now we're in the process of trying to get it out there to people.
Absolutely fantastic. Tell me about your inspirations. I know you talked about your children. We talked about your children a little bit earlier, but I know you also mentioned your mom. Tell me how your mom inspired you.
My mom was my rock. She was my very best friend, and she encouraged me over and over again. As she read my work, she would say, "Oh, Stormy, that's really good,"
right.
Mm-hmm. And of course, that's your mother, so you're thinking she just,
right.
She's not going to find anything wrong with you. But as the years went by, other people started giving me the same feedback, and in 2004, she passed away. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I kind of went into a slump a little bit and just kind of had a setback.
I understand.
And it took me a little minute to get myself together, but then my kids, and since then I had grandbabies, and things just started changing for me. Mm-hmm. And she's really actually the inspiration behind it all.
Right.
The start of it, before the kids was born, she was actually the inspiration behind it all. Okay. And I'm sure she's proud of me right now.
I know she's proud of you. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so 2 months straight.
Yes, ma'am.
that's pretty serious. I did about 3 days straight before I about lost it. But I could see your determination from talking.
Well, a lot of authors that I talk to say, "Oh, I worked on my book for a year."
Right.
It took me 2 years, and I was thinking, well, did I spend enough time?
Right.
But the people who I've gotten it out to says that once they started, they can't put it down.
Right. And it's about what's in here. And so if you manage to get all of it in here, then whether or not it took 1 week, 2 months, or 2 years,
right,
then it's a very good book. So while we're talking about the book, the name of your book is Rain, Rain, Go Away. Mm-hmm. All right. What does that mean? Tell me about the book.
Okay. Actually, the rain in the book symbolizes trial and tribulations. Mm-hmm. And actually, you're saying, go away.
That makes sense.
Trial, tribulation, go away.
Go away.
So it's actually based on a little girl who's about 9 years old. Mm-hmm. Basically left to raise herself because her mother is addicted to drugs. Mm-hmm. And she wants to take up with this neighbor. Okay. But the neighbor doesn't have any kids. She's a loner. She works all the time, and that's what she does. And at one point, the little girl touches the neighbor's heart. Okay. And at that point, what happens is the little girl actually reunite a family, an entire family.
Wow.
that she's not even related to. But because of the situation with the 9-year-old, other things had to happen into the neighbor's life.
Right.
Like she had to go back and she had to mend some relationships.
Right.
She didn't feel comfortable helping this little girl when she actually had a little girl
Okay.
that she had given up at birth. So in order for her to do this, she had to revisit her past 10 years prior.
That's beautiful. Mending relationships.
Exactly.
Healing some relationships in your life. I completely understand that. I really do. Okay, so for those of us who want to get a hold of this book and are not currently holding the copy that I'm holding, how do they get a hold of your book?
Okay, you can actually find it on Barnes and Nobles. It's also in ebook form.
Okay.
Okay, and I have a personal, a production email address is purplerain dropsproduction@cox.net.
Okay.
I also have a business phone number.
Okay.
You can reach me at 918-596-8174.
Okay.
And, I've got them in a couple little small, bookstores and stuff. So
Find it.
find it.
Find it.
Buy it.
Find it. Buy it. There we go. Find
Actually,
it.
it's $15 a copy.
Okay.
And
I look forward. And then I know we talked a little bit earlier about it. This is the first book in an installment of 3.
yes.
So you need to be getting your book now so that we can encourage her to write a little bit faster. Because if she can do 1 in 2 months. Thank you so much for joining us, Stormy. I look forward to reading your book. I have an ebook reader, so I will be downloading that. And we will be talking to you again soon, and we look forward to many more.
Okay.
Okay.
It's nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you, too. I'm Tara Smith. This is Stormy Bradley. Thank you for joining us on The Leon Rollerson Show.